live one-on-one to help you understand how to file your marriage-based green card and avoid as many mistakes as possible. So I'm live on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. All of you all, come on in and join me today. Let's get into this topic. How soon after marriage can I file my green card application? All right. Hello, Finances with Jenny. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. I see a lot of you on TikTok already. On TikTok, feel free to ask your questions. YouTube, Facebook, I'm here to answer you. Today, that's what we do. Every Tuesdays and Thursdays, I come in for 30, 45 minutes to talk to you about immigration, marriage-based green card, any questions you have, just trying to make it as easy as possible for you. If you're an immigrant in this process, you already know that it is not something very straightforward and easy. There's a lot of wait times. There is a lot of documents required, just different requirements from income to admissibility. So you're in the right place if you're just seeing me for the first time. Again, I'm Ify, USA immigration attorney. I help clients all over the USA. I can definitely help you. Okay, so follow me, join in the live, subscribe if you're on TikTok, and we'll get into the topic for today. Okay. All right. Finances with Jenny. Definitely. I'm ready to answer your questions about that. Finances with Jenny says a lot of our clients ask about this. How soon after marriage can they file? Because there's this fear, right, that the USCIS will deny your application for it not being real because you just got married. So how soon after your marriage can you really file? We're going to find that out today and possibly talk about some documents you will need as a newlywed, because I just had a consultation this morning, so it was very interesting that this was a topic. This was a couple who was just planning to get married. They've been together for less than 3 months, and they want to know how soon after their marriage they can actually file. So I'll talk about some things to consider if you're going to do this filing for your marriage-based green card, if you're newlywed. So tap the like button, the share button if you're watching me right now, so that everyone can know that we're here sharing these tips. I have about 3 or 4 points to get through, and then after that, we'll get into the questions. So don't be shy, ask your questions, and I'll be able to help you today. Okay? All right, welcome in Dr. Temisan Smart. And Shoaib. Shoaib is my client. Thank you for being here, always supporting. Thank you very much. Okay, all right. So number one thing I'm going to talk about today is what the requirement for a marriage-based green card really is, right? We know that you need to be married for one, because it's a marriage-based green card, right? But what is the USIS? What's the language? What are they really looking for in terms of qualifying you for a green card, allowing you to actually file, right? In the language of the law, the way it's written out, you have to be legally married. Okay, so this is different from being, let's say you've lived with someone for 7 to 10 years. That's not legally married. So you have to be legally married to a U.S. citizen or a permanent resident, and then you're qualified to file for your marriage-based green card. Okay, in that wording, there is no time limit for you to actually wait to file this. It just says you have to be legally married to a U.S. citizen or a permanent resident. So that's the number one requirement for a marriage-based green card. All right. So the next thing after being legally married is to prove that the legal marriage is actually real, authentic, right? And not for the purpose of getting a green card. So that is it, guys. That is the requirement. If you're legally married and you have enough evidence to show that this marriage is not just for a green card, that's it. There's no wait time. As soon as you're married to a U.S. citizen or a permanent resident, you're free to file. Okay? And I'm expecting someone here today. Guys, let me see if this person is here. So I'm going to get up to open the door. I think the person is here. It just happened. So I'm going to take you all with me on TikTok, maybe even Instagram. Let's go open the door. Facebook, I'll be right back. So, I'm going to open the door. service. Hey, Sean. Good morning. I'm good. John, I'm going to be in the office. I'll just leave it unlocked for you. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. That's it. Or let me make sure you know that cats. And also, I have two cats. So when So we're back. Thank you very much for coming with me on that little trip to open the door for Sean, who's going to help me fix some things around the house. So, as you all know, I work from home, which is one of the best things really for what I do as an immigration lawyer. Helps me be at home with my family, my cats, my daughter, and just basically be the best I can be for you all right? So, anyways, we're talking about how soon after marriage can you actually file for your green card. This is something everyone wants to know. Finances with Jenny said it earlier. Everyone wants to know about this timeline because if you're not qualified and you file, what's going to happen is you're going to get rejected, and now you spent $3,005. I believe it's $3,005, or is it $3,500? But it's like over $3,000 right now to file for a green card. I'm talking government fees. Okay, so if you're adding government fees and then lawyer fees, you know it's up there. All right. So, but at this law firm, we have different payment options and ways to help our clients actually access our service because we know the importance of having an attorney with you on this journey. So reach out to us and let's see how we can actually help you get started on your green card. In fact, as of today, has that started already, or maybe next week, we have our special promotion going on for the rest of the month, which will be $99 consultations. Either you're talking to me or my paralegal, who will help you figure out what kind of case you qualify for and actually set up a case plan with you so you can start this journey. Okay, the sooner you start, the better. It's really going to be a couple of years before you finally get your citizenship. For me, it took like 7 years between getting my green card, being a permanent resident for 5 years, and then applying for the citizenship. That's the journey that you're getting on right now. So the sooner you start, the best. Okay. All right. So we've talked about the requirements, which is legal marriage and proof of bona fide marriage. Now let's look at some other instances and scenarios that could happen for people who are switching their status, like what to consider in those scenarios. If you find yourself in one of these situations and you're a bit confused, just book a call with me so we can talk about what your options will be. All right. The first scenario I have here, which is very typical, very common, is for someone who comes in on a tourist visa. You come in on a B1, B2 visa to go to Disney. Okay, that's my favorite place to always give an example. I'm going to Disney for tourism, just to visit. I want to see the USA. And then you meet someone, okay, in the US, and you're ready to get married and to start the process, to start living here, right? Because you need a green card if you want to actually live here permanently. So in that scenario, how soon after marriage, or how soon can I even get married? That's the main question you have to think about there. Because number one, you came in on a temporary visa, a B1, B2 visa. That's not a green card, or that's not even a K1 visa, or the type of visa that you can switch. It's a single intent visa. Okay. Some visas have dual intent, meaning you have the opportunity to switch if you want to, or if you get qualified. But some visas have one intent, which is to visit temporarily. All right. So if you're in that scenario and you meet someone, you can file as soon as you get married. However, you shouldn't get married if you haven't been in the USA for up to 90 days. Okay? Up to 90 days. If you get married before 90 days, there's going to be an assumption of fraud when it comes to your green card application. And I think that's what most people are concerned about when they ask me this question. They ask, how soon after marriage can I file? They are really concerned about the USCIS seeing them as a fraud marriage because they haven't been married for too long. But the issue wouldn't be how long after marriage. It's more like, how long after my first visa did I switch to become, to do this? Like, how long did I wait the appropriate amount of time, or would they look at this as some type of plan I had before I came, and things like that? Okay, that's how you're gonna think of that scenario. So a lot of you that come to me, book a call with me, are usually on a different visa and you're trying to switch. That's the whole adjustment of status. From one status, you're adjusting to another. So that's something important for you to think about if you want to do this. Sean, do you need me? Okay. All right. Thanks. Yeah. So that's one scenario to look at. Let's see. If there's any questions coming up, I see some people are saying something, but if there's a question relating to this, I'll definitely jump in and answer. Rockefeller, oh, thank you for being here. I remember you from last time. You're Nnamdi's friend. Thank you very much for being here. I see more people joining on TikTok. On TikTok, I'm inviting you all to subscribe to my TikTok live channel so that you can get some insider tea on what goes on in this law firm, what I do on a daily as an immigration lawyer, helping you all in the process, also answering your questions to give you that a sense of community and one-on-one time with me. We also have the Facebook group, which is completely free to join. You can join that. We go live there on Fridays. I'm going to add more times to that. But for right now, it's every Friday. I'm on there live answering questions. We're in the chats. We're just helping people get as much information as they can so that they can be confident about this green card process. Okay, it is intimidating for anyone. I mean, like, it is a lot of paperwork, a lot of case law, just a lot of things that are not that clear, even with this whole fee change that just happened. I hope you all filed before that. But with the whole fee change, it still wasn't even clear, like, how much is the fees? Are our clients gonna pay or not? Like, do they pay for this form or that form? Like, there's just a lot of confusions when it comes to dealing with the USCIS, but we are here to help you clarify those things. And even when we don't know, we're gonna find the answers. That's why we're here, to be your advocate, to make sure that nobody is cheating you out of something that you actually qualify for by maybe you not applying. I've seen that happen to people who don't apply because they just didn't know. Okay, so let's not be that. Okay, you've met me right now. You're hearing me, you're watching me, you're following me. You know, okay, I'm going to make sure that you know, make sure that you're empowered to actually get the benefits you deserve. Okay. All right. So when it comes to filing your green card application, I thank you, finances with Jenny. Jenny, what is it that you do? Actually, I see you with your name. It seems like you do something with accounting. Tell us more about it. Maybe we can chat more. I've had someone on here come to talk to us about finances because as immigrants, that's an important topic too, because we don't know. Like, we don't use credit cards and stuff like that. And back home, so we come here and it's a whole new system. So tell me more about what it is you do, Jenny. Thanks for being here. But essentially, when it comes to filing your green card application, there are different requirements that go along with it. When you're approving the relationship, the marriage stuff we've been talking about, you also need to prove the income of your U.S. citizen, a relative, and then also show other proof of your commingled life, right? Because you've shown them in the beginning, like, yes, this marriage is bona fide. We entered, for legit reasons. And now, how can you show them that you're actually sharing your life on a day-to-day, right? You're going to need things like your joint account to show that you're sharing your finances. And you have photographs with you and your family members together, events, just things like a normal family would do. That's what you would have in your package for your adjustment of status. So if you're newlywed, these things might be a little bit difficult to get. That's another consideration if you're going to file right after marriage. You need to understand that these evidences need time to build. Okay. You might get your temporary green card. They'll give you time to build that. Sometimes they may leave you, your green card will be pending for like 2 years plus, and then they'll call you back for an interview to prove what you've been doing for the past 2 years. Because in your initial application, you didn't really have much evidence, right? Maybe you had pictures, affidavits, but no joint accounts. Or even if you had a joint account, it was just like 1 month because you just got married, right? So those things are understandable, but you need to be able to back it up when the time comes 2 years down the line. Make sense? I'm looking for more questions in the comments to see if there's someone who is currently going through this process and needs some guidance. If you're on TikTok watching me for the preview, you know that we're inviting you to subscribe today so that we can get into those juicy questions that you all always have coming in. So don't be shy. Ask your question. Okay? Okay. So, finances with Jenny. All right, we're going to get into a whole conversation now, Jenny, because I sometimes advise my clients against getting life insurance as proof. But you're here now, so maybe you're going to tell me something I don't know because hear me out, okay? Hear me out. This is why I advise them against it. For newlyweds, people who just got married, right? Insurance will be proof of real marriage, no doubt. It's even in the USIS website, they always talk about insurance together, right? However, life insurance for people who just met, meaning the husband or the wife, they are going to be beneficiaries or whatever on the insurance, right? And this is where you come in, Jenny, to tell me if there's something I'm missing here. They're going to be beneficiaries on that policy. But the thing is, they literally just met like 19 days ago. Okay, the couple I just talked to just met. They just met 20 days ago. So how can they justify that type of insurance together when they like barely know each other? I mean, they don't even have health insurance, because if they have health insurance, things that you use on a day-to-day, maybe car insurance because they have a car, they're sharing a car, they're literally driving to work together, things that actually affect their life on a day-to-day, I can see that. But life insurance, I just couldn't see it. So I always wonder, like, is there something I'm missing? So Jenny, feel free to tell me, because I want them to have as much proof as possible. And many people get life insurance because it's sometimes easy to get, the premium's low and things like that. But I've also seen a denial where it talks about the premium was just like $13 or something like that. So that didn't really show that commitment, that financial commitment they were looking for. You feel me? I mean, am I making any sense? So this is just my thinking, right? And I'm an immigration lawyer helping clients think. I'm thinking what the USA is going to think for you. I'm going to be the devil's advocate. I'm going to put all the roadblocks and try to answer those questions before they even come. Okay, so this is where this thought process is coming from. If I were an agent looking at someone's paperwork and I'm just seeing all these abstract things like proof of life insurance, it's just, I have life insurance, but I mean, I don't even really know much about it because it's just there, just something that's there up until you need it, meaning when somebody's not alive anymore. But we're here trying to build that life. So is there a part of a life insurance maybe that can speak towards this commingled life, right? So Jenny, tell me, because if there is, maybe there's different types of life insurance. Maybe it's just not all like a death benefit type of life insurance. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. Death benefit. Why? Okay, you're just married today. The first thing you're thinking about is this whole long-term thing that is not even, So that's my thought. So let's see what Jenny says. Okay. Okay. So Jenny says there's no issue with newlyweds getting it, even though they don't have that history and all that. So all you need. So you have newlyweds all the time applying for life insurance. I guess that's a typical thing that happens. But on the devil's advocate side, as an immigration lawyer helping the clients go before the government, I think if you have life insurance, you should have another insurance to go with it. Does that make sense? Maybe. So if life insurance, there's no issue with getting as a newlywed, then maybe you should have health insurance or car insurance as well, not just life insurance as proof of commingled life, because it just doesn't show that. It's not a very active policy. Like health insurance, you're paying monthly and you're potentially using that to get a physical, going to the doctor. I mean, people can get sick at any time. I mean, people could die at any time too, right? But it's just not showing day to day. If that makes sense. But great thing to bring up here. I'm glad you're here, Jenny, to let me talk about this because it's something I bring up on my lives all the time, but I never really had anyone who actually does something like that here to talk about it with. So, yeah, thank you very much. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support and you being here. And please share with your clients and let us let everyone who's applying for a green card at least know what their options are, especially newlyweds. Um, there was a time in this practice I really only or mostly had newlyweds for whatever reason. I don't know. I was a new attorney and newlyweds were like, let's just go with her. Okay. Plus, I wouldn't barely charge them anything because I was a new attorney. So it was a great learning process for me because some people weren't even living together. Maybe they were students. They lived in this part for school. One person traveled for a job, like different weird scenarios like that. But I still was getting approvals for these people because I understood what the USIS was looking for. It's not only about living together. You can live together, have some pictures here and there. In the day of AI itself, people can make up anything, right? But there are certain things they want to see, even in your bank statements. They want to see how you're using that account. Don't just have bank accounts and just be transferring money here and there, or not really how are you using the account. How are the bills being paid at home? What's going on? Oh, Kelly, you had a question. Okay, I must have missed it. I'll look it up. Kelly Weezy, thank you for being here. Kelly, I'll answer your question a bit, but that's what we do. That's what makes it. Some people think that what we do is just paperwork, and I was like, I can do it myself. I'm like, great, do it yourself, and then come back to me when you get the pushback, right? Because there's a lot of pushback, and we have to have tactics to go about it to make sure that in fact, we give them the pushback before they even give the pushback. We just tell them, in case y'all were thinking this, don't even, because XYZ, okay? That's how we do it. And we reduce the wait time and reduce the times you have to be apart from your spouse or not work and things like that. Okay, so Kelly, Wheezy, thanks for your question. Let me see what it is. Okay, Rockefeller. Yes, you're right to be about a consultation. Looking forward to it. All right. Kelly, I do not see your question. Was that I don't see your question. It just says you joined and that was it. Scroll to the very top. So what is your question, Kelly? Let me know. Okay. Adebayo Adesoji, thank you for joining. I know lots of Adebayos and Ades. Lately, I've been I was talking to someone about it today. He said someone called Ade referred me to you. I was like, which one? Because I know so many. And that's a good thing, I guess. Lots of us Nigerians out here. If you all did not know, I'm Nigerian as well. Also went through the process like you all. And now I'm here helping you all get it as well. Okay. Maredi, thanks for being here. I saw you yesterday or so on Instagram on my page. Thanks for following me. Kelly, you could have just literally copied and pasted all these things you're writing because I cannot see it. So if you want me to answer it, please type it again. Okay. Thank you. So let's see what else I had to say here about this topic. And after that, I'll give some more time for questions, maybe do an unboxing for my package. I got an Amazon package. I don't even know what it is because I've been trying to order different things for my office, just for the house. I'll check in a little bit. But essentially, today's topic, I was excited to get into it because it's going to allow us to really get into this family-based, marriage-based thing. Because newlyweds, I think they have a high risk of denials just because of the fact that newlyweds, right? Documents, cool, they don't have. timeline, no, they don't have. Like, what do you really have, right? It's tough. So it's a very important topic to talk about. If you're watching this outside of the live, make sure you join us every Tuesday and Thursday for a live session where we go into these topics about getting your green card. Sometimes we talk about other types of visas as well, like U visa or VAWA based green card, which is still somewhat tied to family based because you need to have family relatives to qualify for that one. There are other humanitarian options. There's asylum, even though we don't really have many asylum clients coming in here, but we have resources and ways to make sure you get the help that you need. So if you think you qualify for any of these things, just book a consultation with me. Like I said, it is $99 right now for a special that we're running. So my consultations are usually $199, but right now is $99. So hurry up and book a call with me. I believe if you click on the link in my bio, which is my website, marriagegreencard.us, you should be able to get a link there to get in touch with me. Okay? All right. So the last thing I'll say for today basically is about potential rejections and even denials. Let's just say, you didn't watch my live. Okay, you never met me before, and you're newlywed, and you filed, and somehow your stuff got rejected because you didn't have enough documents, or just a straight denial. Right? I've seen that happen one time. This was a long time ago. I had a consultation. I think he was so confused, like, why did I get denied? But when I looked at the whole thing, I was like, dude, you guys didn't even submit an I-130. So basically, they got married and submitted an I-485 because in his mind, it's like, once you're married to a U.S. citizen, which is the rule I mentioned earlier, right? Legal marriage to a U.S. citizen or permanent resident, you can just apply to adjust your status. So my guy filed I-485. He's lucky he's not right now. He would have paid $2,000 and get that stuff denied. Then it was 1225, I believe. So filed I-485, paid 1225, submitted everything, and then they denied it because he didn't have a qualified relative. They'll tell you in the denial letter, like, you didn't show that you actually have any I-130 or anything. So they didn't realize I-130 is a part of it. So why waste your time and money like that when you could just get legal representation? Okay, someone who has done it. I've done this for over half a decade, since 2017. Well, I've been licensed since 2017, and I've been helping clients in different scenarios dealing with family-based immigration. So why not just do that instead of going through all the headache, right? So there are even bigger consequences that come with being denied like that, because now you can get into removal proceedings. Okay, you could really just face some challenges that you could have avoided and just been working the whole time if you just contacted a lawyer. That's really what my final point is about. Just seeking professional advice is highly recommended when you're doing a marriage-based filing. Okay, it is not just paperwork. People on my group all day, every day will say it's just paperwork, DIY. Watch this YouTube video, and I applaud you for that. And I wish you the best, right? I did do some DIYs myself when I was going through the process. I did my citizenship DIY. Obviously, didn't do my green card DIY because I was a teenager, so no idea what's going on. But if you think that you can DIY this process because you don't see the complications right now, I hope everything works out. And sometimes I've seen it work out. But if you're even a little bit concerned about anything going wrong, you're confused about a particular scenario, like, can I go back home while the process is pending? Or would I be able to work while the process is pending? Or what about going to school? Should I drop out of my school? Because what if you're a student visa? All those type of things that come up, those things that could cause complications, seemingly simple things, right? But they could definitely cause complications down the line. And when that comes up, we're going to be here to support you through that. Talk to the appropriate agency, file whatever needs to be filed, or just basically threaten them to stop trying you. Okay, that's why we're representatives. Okay, so don't yell at them. We'll yell at them for you. We don't even yell. We just tell them the facts. Okay, we tell them the facts, and then it is what it is. Okay, so I have gone to the end of my topic. I haven't seen more questions coming up, but I'm still going to be here for a couple of minutes, maybe opening up my Amazon box while you all think of your questions relating to your marriage-based green card. Again, I'm Ify, USA immigration lawyer based in Charlotte, but I help clients all over the USA with filing their green card. So don't be shy. Reach out to me. I'm very friendly and nice, and I can help you understand your options for getting your green card through family. If it's not marriage, let's say you're not married yet, maybe you might qualify for something else, and I can help you with that. Okay? Gracias. And for those of you who are our Espanol audience and clients, we have our Espanol live today at 1 p.m. Eastern time on Facebook and YouTube. So if you're a part of our Espanol audience, please check out that live session. Invite your friends, and then we'll help you from there. Okay? All right, Kelly Weezy, I'm not even sure if you're trolling at this point because your last thing you said is it's there after finance with Jenny, and then there was nothing else. You repeated your question. Your question is you want to ask a question. I don't see any questions. Please tell me your question so I can answer you. All right. I'm going to open my Amazon package right now. I don't know what it is yet. I hope it is my phone stand because right now I'm just having to put my phone on whatever. And we'll go from there. Let's see. It's a big box, but it's not that heavy. Ooh. Okay. Ordering. I don't remember what I've been ordering. You say you did is above that. Still don't see it, Kelly. Okay. Well, I don't see it. Maybe Instagram censored it. And really? This is my file organizers. They said this one was coming on Sunday, and this was not the first one to come. So cool. And yay, one of them is my phone's tripod, like I was saying. Yay, so cool. Okay, let me open this real quick before to double check because they literally said this would be the last one to come, and it was the first. I use these color-coded file hangers to keep y'all's paper files. I mean, we do most things digitally. You have your client portal, and you're able to upload things that we don't really keep a lot of paper, but for the ones that we have, because we receive notices as well at this office, we go ahead and put them in here. Okay, yeah, that's it. So it is my filing thing. That's cool. Thanks, Amazon. Like, this is really one thing to be thankful for in this day and age that we're in. Amazon. Like, Jeff Bezos really ate on that one because for someone like me that takes forever to order things and just being slow with it, I still get what I need in due time. So yay. Thank you, Jeff Bezos. Thank you, God, for your provision to be able to buy and order these things. Let's see. For my phone tripod, I've bought like so many tripods since I've been doing this business. And this one, as soon as I moved, the other one broke. So this one's a tabletop. I have one with my ring light, but that's nowhere to be seen. So, yeah. So, please, Kelly, maybe you should just DM me because I don't see your questions on Instagram. This is it. Pretty cool. I'm going to get one of those ones from TikTok that move around with you when you move. I've put it in my cart like so many times. Hey, Sean. Yeah.
The master bedroom is where the tall board.
Oh no, the first one once you get to the stairs, I can come help you because I think someone's in there. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll come help you with it in a bit. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. So yeah, but this one should work fine. But I hope it can do phones though. Okay. Maybe we can. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. I'm happy for it. Thank you, Source. Thank you for my little nice thing. So good. So now I have more. Oh, and it's very sturdy too. I have more ways to be live with you guys. 111 likes. Ooh. All right. So, anyways, I think basically we can I think basically we can call it a day for this live. Let me go ahead and help Sean, who's helping me so graciously to fix things around my house. And I think I've answered as many questions I've seen. Kelly, nobody has seen your questions. I've asked my team to look for your question. It's not there. So just DM me, okay? Maybe Instagram spammed your question and we can't see it. So please DM me for more questions if you're on YouTube and Facebook. Thank you very much for watching. Please contact me for one-on-ones outside of this live so you can get more precious time with me, and I'll be happy to share my knowledge with you and put you on the right path to success. Okay? All right. Thank you very much. Have a blessed day, and bye-bye. Okay, and